19.1, Section 285.
Please be seated.
Annual wage review 2018-19 review decision.
The decision we are issuing today deals with the 2018-19 annual wage review. The decision directly affects around 2.2 million employees and indirectly affects many more employees. The panel is required to conduct each review within the legislative framework of the Fair Work Act. As part of each review, we consider the setting of the national minimum wage rate and then whether to make any variations to modern award minimum wages. Each of these tasks are undertaken by reference to the statutory criteria applicable to each function. We have taken into account all of the relevant considerations in arriving at our decision. Despite the recent fall in GDP growth, the Australian economy has performed moderately well, and the relevant data are all indicative of a strong labour market. As the Reserve Bank noted in its May 2019 Statement on Monetary Policy, although GDP growth has moderated, employment has continued to expand by enough to reduce spare capacity in the labour market over the past year, with employment growth in the first quarter of 2019 higher than growth in the working age population. No party identified any data which demonstrated adverse employment effects arising from the previous two review decisions, each of which resulted in real wage increases. Our overall assessment is that the relative living standards of national minimum wage and award reliant employees have improved over recent years. Although some low-paid award reliant employee households have disposable incomes which are less than the 60% of median income relative poverty line. Some low-paid households are plainly experiencing significant disadvantage. The current economic circumstances provide a further opportunity to improve the relative living standards of the low-paid and to enable them to better meet their needs by awarding a real increase in the national minimum wage and modern award minimum wages. We have decided to award a lower increase this year than that awarded last year, having regard to the changes in the economic environment, in particular the recent fall in GDP growth and the drop in inflation, and having regard to the tax transfer changes which have taken effect in the current review period and which have, broadly speaking, provided a benefit to low-paid households. We have decided to increase the national minimum wage by 3%. The new national minimum wage will be $740.80 per week, or $19.49 per hour. This amounts to an increase of $21.60 per week. We have also decided to increase all modern award minimum wages by 3%. Weekly wages will be rounded to the nearest 10 cents. We are satisfied that the level of increases we have decided upon will not lead to any adverse inflationary outcome, and nor will it have any measurable negative impact on employment. However, such increases will mean an improvement in the real wages of those employees who are reliant on minimum wages and an improvement in their living standards. We have taken into account the circumstances of different regions, industries and sectors, but for the reasons set out in our decision, no exceptional circumstances have been demonstrated, such as to warrant a deferral of the increases we have awarded. The determinations and order giving effect to our decision will come into operation on 1 July 2019. We wish to express our appreciation to the parties who participated in the review for their contributions, and to the staff of the Commission for their assistance. We now publish our decision and adjourn.